Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to. After the tone, please record your name. When you have finished recording, press pound. You are in the meeting now. There are 8 participants in the meeting.
We'll now go to the minutes. Here is the minutes of June 13th. Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes of June 13th, 2023. Oh, I'm sorry, we got some more here. I'm sorry, guys. Okay,
I will move that the minutes be accepted as presented.
can I get a
Commissioner
second?
Upchurch Taylor, second.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Colley and second by Commissioner Upchurch Taylor to approve the minutes of June 23rd. Are there any questions June 13th? Are there any questions to the motion? Questions to the motion? There being no question to the motions, all those in favor would say aye.
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 All opposed will say no. The ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Okay, we are now ready for the director's report. Director Lacy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put my computer on speaker so that Commissioner Boyd can hear it from there.
Okay.
Someone say something so we can see if she can hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Is someone saying something?
Yes.
Or your mic?
Okay.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
good.
All righty, that'll be our stopgap then.
Thank you all so much.
No problem. Okay, so we had one right to sue letter that was issued in the month of June, and 3 housing cases that closed in mediation in the month of June. The first one involved allegations of race, age, and disability discrimination. It involved discriminatory statements, and that one settled for $1,750 and relief in the public interest. The second case was a post-cause resolution. That case had gone through the courts and been remanded back to the commission, but it settled in mediation for $12,000 to the complainant and $6,422.13 to the commission. The third case involved allegations of disability discrimination. That one resolved for non-monetary relief with specific performance for the complainant and relief in the public interest. So for the month of June, obviously I was gone for a couple of weeks out of it. So I missed some things going on here in the community, but when I got back, I was contacted by some people in the community, and then some folks not from the community to organize some meetings with local community members about upcoming outreach and education initiatives, and how the commission can kind of serve as a connection between both people within our community and also organizers or people seeking kind of more community involvement from a national landscape. We're working on getting cases closed for the month of June. That's the end of our contract period for HUD for the case processing. This past year, we had 15 cases closed. The estimated number of cases for a FAP agency our size would be 8 cases. So we have almost double that amount. Still working on pre-hearing and post-hearing preparation. We have some cases pending in public hearing, and then some post-public hearing cases that are in court. Continuing to monitor COVID. We are just continuing as we were with the outside door locked, but people can knock on it if they need to talk to us. And then masking here in the office. We had some submissions for the cases that are in litigation that were due. So got those submitted, working on scheduling hearings for those. And then just intakes, case investigations, resolutions. There are some training opportunities. Cody mentioned that you all talked about it a little bit at last month's meeting. So there is an upcoming HUD conference that is August 30th and 31st, and that's going to be in Denver. He mentioned that Commissioner Transu was open to attending. Is that still a possibility, Commissioner Transu?
It's still a possibility, but like I said, it doesn't, if there's somebody else that needs it too, or, that's fine. I didn't know how many people were able to go, if it was 1 or 2 of us.
Yeah, they have a requirement for 1 management staff member, 1 staff member that's like doing investigations, and then 1 commissioner. But you do have to sign up for the HUD exchange and apply. So they're not accepting everyone who wants to attend. So you do have to sign up for a HUD exchange account, and then you actually have to apply. So if you are interested in attending, we would need you to do that as soon as possible so that they can confirm whether or not you can attend.
Is it something that he can work with you to go ahead and get registered, Director Lacey?
Yeah, I sent him the link already.
Okay.
But it was just before the meeting, so he probably hasn't even seen it yet.
Okay. Commissioner Transu, are you going to go ahead and apply for that? Because here's what we want to do. We want to make sure that everybody is getting an opportunity here on the commissioner's staff to get a chance to get some training. So I don't think you've been yet, Commissioner Transu, and so you are available if you can. You are Commissioner Upchurch Taylor, so I think you asked first, and so if you're going to take it, we will go ahead and assign you that position and see if you can get it, and move on from there. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter to me, whoever. But yeah, if Commissioner Upchurch Taylor could go too, that's fine. And then I'll wait for another future one.
You coming in you kind of breaking up some static, Commissioner Transit.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do with this thing.
Okay, you're good now. You're good now.
Oh, okay.
So say again what your preference is there.
I'll go if nobody else, you know, can or wants to, but if Commissioner Upchurch Taylor, if this was a better date for her, then I'll wait for the next one or whatever.
It would probably be best for me if you go this time.
Oh, I can't hear you.
She said it'd probably be best if you go this time.
Oh,
This-
okay.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fine then. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put that in then. Whatever
Okay.
I need to fill out.
Okay. And then the EEOC conference is later this month in Baltimore. And the IORA conference is next month in Bethesda, Maryland. That one is August 13th through the 17th. Was anyone interested in attending that one? I looked at the agenda and they did have some commissioner track trainings specifically relating to how to adjudicate cases. That one's August 13th through August 17th.
Commissioner Taylor, are you available for that one, or do we want to move back to somebody else, Holly or somebody?
I would personally move, because I'm already, in July and August, I am gone. And so maybe if I could get in on the later, but I got too many, I'm gone.
Okay. Commissioner Holly?
Just looking at my calendar here, that's 13th is a Sunday, and that's through Thursday. I've got a couple of things already scheduled during that time period, but I could check to see if it's possible to move some of that around.
Okay. Do you want me to just send you the link to it so you can take a look at it?
Yeah, send me the link to it and I'll look at it.
Okay.
But I do have some things scheduled already, so.
Okay.
Commissioner, let me back up there for a minute. Commissioner Reyes,
Yeah?
are you available for that one or what?
Oh, no, I've got, with all my CLEs and stuff that I've got,
Okay.
and with the baby and stuff, there's just no way I can leave
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you to think we're trying to leave you out, so.
Nope.
Okay, Commissioner Holly, you good to go.
So I'll send you that link to that, and then next steps if you are able to move some things around.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right, thank you.
No problem. And so between putting out the director's report in today, we've gotten some updates on budget stuff. So HUD has notified us that we'd be eligible for an additional $20,000 in funds for next year. And EEOC gave us $3,500 to do some outreach and education as well. So that should give us some money to maybe undertake some initiatives, one of which would probably be related to some of the housing and tenant-related issues that seem to have been brought to the forefront with the building collapse.
Okay.
Back in May. So there is a local group that's doing outreach and education and creating a tenants alliance, working with tenants who may be experiencing unfair treatment. Some of it is discrimination related. Some of it is just maybe like dealing with a slumlord or something like that. So we're going to set up some meetings with that group to see if there are some things that we can work with them on and maybe support one of their initiatives, even just maybe even purchasing like, things to use for outreach and education, that they can disseminate that has our information on it, things that have information about the fair housing laws and that kind of information. So we're gonna, work with them to figure out if there's a need there for that. But
Okay.
also, I don't know if any of the commissioners want to, work with staff on that to kind of figure out other initiatives, that we may not have thought of, things that we can, collaborate with community members on that might need some funding.
Okay.
I'll leave that
really-
up in the air and then someone can email me about it maybe. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that'd be great, and I think I want to encourage everybody to do that too. If you got something that we can do some outreach on that would help in that particular area, I think it would be beneficial to the community to make that happen. So, email Director Lacy, whatever thoughts or whatever ideas you may have, and let's go. Okay.
I'm gonna change the screen to the case status.
Okay, Director Lacy, before you go, make sure that you just keep me kind of informed of what's going on over there with that group and stuff, because I'm particularly interested in that from another perspective as well.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
Alrighty. So, for May, we had, one housing case open. We didn't have any closed in May. And in June, we had 4 open and 4 closed. Wow, too fast for myself. For employment, in May, we had 3 open and none closed. In June, we had 1 open and 1 closed. For public accommodations, for both May, for May, we had 1 open and none closed. For June, we had none open and none closed. And for May and June for education, we had 0 open and 0 closed. For May, for informals, we had 3 open, 3 closed. And for June, we had 4 open and 5 closed. Anybody have any questions about the case status? Everyone's stunned into silence. Okay.
Director Lacy, I do have a question. Because all those cases, the only time that we really hear about those cases is at this point at our monthly meetings. I mean, is there any other opportunities to view these cases or to have some access to them? Or do we have access to those cases?
No, you mean like the case file?
Yeah.
No, the commissioners don't see case files.
Oh, okay.
That would be the only time that the commissioners would receive a case file would be after a public hearing has been scheduled.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. I think that's all we have for the director's report.
Okay, I'm glad you were able to take some time off, Director Lacy. I know some time very much needed, and I know you hadn't taken off in a long time, so and I know we do owe you some feedback on past leave and stuff, and so get a meeting schedule here to kind of find out where we're at and that, along with some other things here shortly and stuff. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed your vacation. So
I did. It was so much fun.
anytime you can get away from the also and all the confusion and stuff that's going around here and stuff, and it's always a relief to be able to just relax and take a chill. That's always good. So great. Okay, well, we'll continue to move on here then. So we're at the okay, we did the case status report, and we are now at, I guess, new business.
All righty. So we have two cases. The first case involved allegations of age, race, and disability discrimination. The complainant in this case was employed by the respondent for almost 30 years prior to being terminated for allegedly exceeding the allowable number of attendance points, like having too many absences. The evidence showed that the respondent's record of the points was inaccurate, and the complainant actually hadn't exceeded the allowable number of points. But also, the complainant had previously served as a union steward for the company, and so they were aware of the opportunity to be brought back to work under a last chance agreement. So even if they had exceeded the number of points, they could be brought back under this special agreement, but they just couldn't get in any more trouble, like you can't have any more attendance issues or something like that. And the complainant said this is typically offered before someone is like formally fired, but he wasn't given the opportunity. So he raised those concerns with his with the union, and then they ultimately offered him a last chance agreement. But then they wouldn't give him any of the details of the last chance agreement. And then he just never heard anything else. So he was never brought back to work. And he ended up, obviously being fired, losing his retirement benefits and all of that. The investigation showed that the union stewards were tasked with notifying him of the opportunity for the last chance agreement. The respondent claims that they did offer him a last chance agreement and he just didn't return back to work. No one can produce the last chance agreement that was allegedly offered to him. And one of the union stewards in the investigation made comments indicating racial bias against the complainant, making comments about the complainant was lazy and these people don't want to work, and anytime you criticize them, they want to claim discrimination or claim racism. And at that point, the complainant had not filed on the basis of race. He had just filed on the basis of age and disability. So the complaint was amended to add race based on the racial bias that was displayed during clearly by the person who was tasked with notifying the complainant of the opportunity to return to work. So we issued a cause decision. The case did not resolve in conciliation. Though we have too many cases for public hearing and in litigation right now, I think that this would be a good case for the commission to take, just because it seems to be an issue where there's a broader impact, where this might be a concern going forward with other employees, not just the complainant. So I would recommend that this one be taken to public hearing.
Okay. You've heard the director's report reference case E00930048-17. Can I get a motion to accept this case?
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor moves that we accept the case E0093-0048. 2022-17 to take the case.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Boyd has seconded.
I'm sorry, folks, I had to take that call right quick. Something I always did. I had a motion by Commissioner Upchurch Taylor. Did I get a second?
Commissioner Boyd, I second it.
Commissioner Boyd. Okay. It's been properly moved by Commissioner Upchurch Taylor, second by Commissioner Boyd, that we accept this case for public hearing. Are there questions to the motion? Questions to the motion? All those in favor will say aye.
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 All those opposed will say no. Ayes have it. Motion is carried. The motion is approved. Okay. The next one is PA 00110001-17. Go ahead, Director Lacey.
This one was a public accommodations case alleging race discrimination. This one involved what seemed to be an interpersonal dispute between the complainant and one of the employees at the respondent, where he had presented himself for service. The employee ignored him. The complainant in this case was a Black male. The employee ignored him and then provided service to a white customer who came in after him. We issued a cause decision, and the case did not resolve in conciliation. I would recommend that we not take this one to hearing just because we don't have the capacity to do so.
Okay. So, did you have something, Commissioner Hawley?
Yeah, I had a question. Is there any video of the exchange?
Yes.
I guess the video did not provide any basis for continuing with the claim then.
He can continue with it in court. We found cause, so we did find that it appeared that the respondent discriminated against him on the basis of race. Our options after we find cause are to have them go through the conciliation. And then if it's not successful, the commission would have to decide whether or not to take it to public hearing. If the commission decides to take it to public hearing, then we have a public hearing for the case. If they don't take it to public hearing, then the case closes with our office, but the complainant can still pursue the action on his own in court.
Okay, so basically he has options, conciliation options, and then if he's not satisfied at that point, we still have the option of taking it to public hearing.
Right, that's where we are right now.
Okay, so he's already gone through the conciliation process.
Yes, and it wasn't successful.
So it wasn't successful. So why wouldn't we take it to public hearing if we've got justification or cause?
Just because we don't have staffing to cover it. So I'm the only one who does the public hearing. So right now we have 4 cases in public hearing, 4 or 5 cases that are involved in litigation, and then we just accepted another one to go to public hearing, plus all of the other work that I have to do here in the office.
Okay. I'm just for clarification. That's.
No, it's no problem.
Thank you.
Hey, Commissioner Harley, this kind of lines up with what I'm going to ask you to do, since you got budget background and stuff, is to work with Director Lacey on the 2024, I guess it will be, budget, maybe 23, 24 budget, to see if we can get some additional staff and additional money to do some things, because everything rolls back or comes back to whether or not we have enough money, whether we have enough staffing, and certainly we know that we don't have enough staff to administer the cases that we have, and therefore we, the Civil Rights Commission, and I would go on to further say the city of Davenport is not representing or not really taking the ordinance seriously, and say that in somewhat I guess of a little, I'm kind of discouraged because we've asked over the last 2 or 3 years that I've been on this commission for additional funds, and a number of reasons have been given as to why we don't get additional funds, and so I've said all along, though, you can tell a lot about any organization, you can tell where their priority is with respect to where they put their money. And so the city of Davenport, how to give the Civil Rights Commission little to nothing in terms of adequate funding to run this office. So I said that to say this. I'm going to be asking you, along with a couple of the commissioners, to run this budget thing here next ensuing year.
That's not a problem at all. Well, one thing we definitely need, Director Lacy, is any workload that's not being performed due to lack of staff. I mean, that would be one of the foundational pieces to put that request together. So that would be crucial.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let you guys get together. She's had a good laydown over the last couple of years, and I think we've got that. And I think the resistance that we've gotten out of the city has been just a dead ear, falling on deaf ears, and so they don't tend to take the Civil Rights Commission as a priority any kind of way. I mean, it's not the first priority, it's not the last priority, it's not any priority for what I have seen and stuff. So, and I'm really fed up with the way that they are treating this commission, and expect results, and expect us to represent the community. But let me stop right there, because the more I think about it, the more my nerves get a little bit bad about it. So let's move on. Okay. Okay. What were we, Director Lacy?
We need a vote on whether or not to take the public accommodations case to hearing.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, I will now accept the motion based upon Director Lacy's recommendation is not to take this here to a public hearing. The individual can have the right to go ahead and hire him a lawyer or her a lawyer, and pursue this further, simply because we don't have the staffing or the funding to bring it to public hearing. So
I would move that we take the director's recommendation not to take this case to public hearing, case PA 0011-001-17.
Okay. Can I get a second?
I second the motion.
It has been properly moved by Commissioner Frank Hawley to not, take this, particular case, PA 0011-0001-17 for public hearing. It was properly seconded by Commissioner Reyes. Are there any questions to the motion? Questions to the motion? There being no questions to the motion, all those in favor will do so by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed will say no. The ayes have it, motion is carried. Thank you very much. Okay. Old business. Director Lacy, you got anything on the old business? I know we need to schedule some meetings. We need to talk about budget. We need to talk about your leave. We need to talk about some other things as well. And I'd rather just go ahead and schedule a meeting for you, Commissioner Board, and Transu. As far as the budget part of it, it's going to be Commissioner Hawley, Commissioner Reyes. Do you have any time to work on budget?
Not much, but if we schedule something and I can make it, I'll do it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you and Frank Hawley, you and Commissioner Hawley to work with that, and you can schedule some time with Director Lacy to and get something going there. And I will also be involved with that as well, with the budget. So, okay, so we'll try to kick some email back and forth between the different various meetings. Do you have anything? Can we set a meeting today, the first one, on this here? I know I got a pretty tight schedule for the next couple of months and stuff. So if we're gonna do some, I will need to go ahead and get something scheduled so that I don't.
Do we want to try for something this week or next week?
Let me just pull up my schedule here right quick and let me go to, okay. Let's, can Jeff and Ethelene, what's you guys' schedule look like for the rest of the week?
I'm free in the morning tomorrow, and I could probably Thursday too, or let's see, the morning on Friday too.
And I'm too free on that. I'm free on those dates also.
Hey, who was that?
Commissioner Boyd said she was free on those dates as well.
Okay, let's go for Friday. Let's go for Friday for our first meeting about the leave and about the other things that's going on within the office and stuff and things that we need to look at. The budget piece for Commissioner Hawley and Commissioner Reyes. What does your schedule look like for next week, Commissioner Reyes, Frank Hawley?
I may have a trial next week, so I can't schedule something that soon.
Okay, I think what we will do is we will start and we will bring you on board as your schedule permits. Would that work out okay with you? Because
Yeah.
what I don't want to do is get behind the power curve on this budget submission, and I want to make sure that we look at it and strategize and do a good provide some good strategy in terms of what we want to do and how we want to approach the city again on this and stuff, because I don't think we should just take it and let it go like we have in the past. But anyway,
I'll be free this week, like I mentioned, but in the upcoming weeks, I may not be. I may be moving, so I'll be in communication.
Okay. Did you hear Commissioner Boyd, Commissioner Gusser?
yes, the one that I need Commissioner Boyd at will be Friday. And
Okay.
so as far as the budget between you, myself, and Commissioner Holly and Reyes, I'd like to go ahead and try to, Frank, Commissioner Boaz, what do you have on Monday?
Commissioner Boyd or Commissioner Holly?
I'm not Commissioner Holly, I'm sorry.
On Monday, I'm typically tied up on Mondays, probably until about 2:00.
Well, you can untie.
I could.
Just untie yourself and make something happen. How about Tuesday morning? How about Tuesday sometime?
Tuesday the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Okay, can we do something about 11 o'clock?
Earlier would be better.
We can't do anything before 10.
Okay.
Okay, you want to do it at 10?
Yeah, how about 10? Would that work for everybody?
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just let's do a first one by Zoom, Director Lacey. And if you send a Zoom link out for us and stuff for that particular day, that would be great.
Okay.
Commissioner Guster, what time were you thinking on Friday then? For that one?
On Friday, can we do 11? Or is that too late?
11 should be okay with me.
Okay. Let's do 11 o'clock on that one, and let's do that by Zoom as well.
Okay.
And Director Lacey, if you could send a Zoom link out for that, that would be great too.
Okay. Alrighty. And then I did have one more thing that I forgot about. So we do the back to school giveaway every year. We haven't had a large event the last few years just with COVID, but we were thinking we would do a larger event this year. Would anyone like to assist with that in any way? Typically, it's okay.
What's all involved with it? I mean, what just putting stuff together, or what? I mean,
what we used to do. I don't know that we will have the capacity to do this year, but I used to rope my daughter into collecting a bunch of clothes, and then we would set it up like a store, and people could come and go back to school shopping for clothes, as well as getting like the actual school supplies. And we would typically work with a partner here locally that would donate the clothes from a business, but it's a lot of stuff, and they are very generous. But it becomes overwhelming real quickly. So they had like the pickups were daily. They were requiring daily pickups, and it was, like I said, it was a lot of stuff. So yeah, getting people to organize that and actually set it up and tear it down. So I don't know that we want to plan to do that this year, maybe next year.
Okay, yeah.
But this year we're thinking just doing the backpacks, organizing the actual items that'll go in each backpack, and then stuffing the backpack, transporting it to wherever we're going to decide to host the event, and then passing out the school supplies.
Okay.
So if anybody has a lead on a place that would be a good place to host it in the community, or other organizations that we might want to partner with who might also be doing a school supply giveaway just to increase capacity.
Let's look at let me check with Tracy. I mean, I would love to work with that and stuff, and I think that let me see what Lincoln Center got going on and stuff, and if they don't have anything going on, we can utilize Princess MLK building.
Okay.
And stuff. That would be a place that we could use if we needed to and stuff. But I think the Lincoln Center would be a great spot to have something like that, and I think they would be amenable to junction with partnering with us to make that happen.
Okay. So I guess I'll send out an email to everybody to see if anybody is willing to assist with picking up things and dropping them off here, and then kind of stuffing backpacks.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. That was the last thing I had.
I will help with that, Director Lacy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know I'll be helping as well, so and Mr. Hollis gonna be helping as well, so he just got volunteered.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Yep, whenever it is, I could help too.
Okay.
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 Alrighty.
All right then. Okay. If that's all the old business, then looks like I don't see anybody on the line here from. I don't see anybody out there for any public comments and stuff. So, is there any other thing that we have not covered that anybody can think of that needs to be talked about? Jeff, when is our Commissioner Travis? When is our next meeting?
Our next meeting is August 8th.
Okay. August 8th, our next meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Let me just say a big shout out to everybody for their attendance today and working through the technical issues that we had. Appreciate you. Make sure that everybody follow through on the educational opportunity, the training opportunities that we have. And if you're not going to be able to take advantage of them, please let Director Lacy know so that we can move to somebody else on the commission here to take advantage of these training events, because we want to make sure that we provide as much training as we can to each commissioner, so that we have a commission that is fully trained and is in the know, that has a knowledge of the housing discrimination rules and all the regulations and stuff, so that we can do our job as commissioners. Okay, with that said, if there's nothing else, last call before I adjourn. Is there anything from anybody on the commission? Director Lacy, thank you for all that you do. I know it's pretty tough job down there. Thank Stephanie and Cody for all that they do down there and stuff. I hear good comments about what you guys are doing and stuff, and so I know that sometimes, you feel like you're out there by yourself, but, we're behind you 100%. So, with that said, I will entertain a motion to close, to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn this session.
All right, it's been properly moved. Anyone want to second it?
I'll second it.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Holly, second by Commissioner Reyes, that we adjourn. Are there any questions? There are no questions. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any noes? There are no noes. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Stay cool, hydrated, and stay safe. See you next month.
All righty.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all.
Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.